श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम वासुदेवेन्द्र योगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। ब्रह्माश्रया सत्वरजस्तमो गुणात्मिका माया अस्ति। ततः आकाशः सम्भूतः आकाशाद् वायुः वायोस्तेजः तेजसः आपः अग्निः पृथिवी। All these five elements also have the three gunas of Maya. So from their sattvic aspect, individually, the five sense organs came, collectively, antakarana, which is four types of thought modifications, mana, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. Then the rajasic aspects, individually the karmendriyas and collectively the pranas. From the tamasic aspect, it went through grossification, panchikaranam, and this Panchikrita Panchamahabhuta, the gross five elements, created the gross body, it is said. But the next statement clarifies something beautiful. What is it? Evam Pinda Brahmanda Yoho Aikyam Sambhutam. In this manner, Pinda means individual, Brahmanda total. There is a identity between them, means there is both these are same. In the sense, when it is said from the tamasic aspect, the grossification happened, and from the gross elements, the gross body was made. What should be understood after reading this statement? The gross body of Pinda, individual, and Brahmanda, the gross world, is also made out of that same five elements which are grossified. So Pinda, Brahmanda, individual and total, same thing. Building blocks are the same. Now what is this individual? We say Sthula Shariram. But what is it called in Brahmanda, that language? So it is called Virat. Vishwarupa. In Bhagavad Gita, the 11th chapter, Bhagavan's Vishwarupa is described. Virat. What is Virat? The entire Sthula, individual Sharira, entire Sthula Jagat, that is Bhagavan's as though body. See, Brahman, with reference to Maya, is Ishvara. Now, this Ishvara, he also has a Sthula Sharir. What is a Sthula Sharir? This Virat. He also has Sukshma Sharira. So, individual Sukshma Sharira from Rajasic and Tamasic Amsha of the 5 elements, individual Sukshma and Sthula Sharira. Sthula Sharira also came. So, total Sukshma Sharira, that is called total mind or total intellect, of which our individual mind is just a small droplet of the total intellect. This total intellect in Sanskrit is called Hiranyagarbha. So in philosophy, in Vedanta, it is called as Hiranyagarbha, and in Puranas, this total mind or total intellect is called Brahmaji, the creator. So we also have creative potential, Shakti, creative Shakti we also have, but how much? As much our intellect can understand, that much we can create. But if we are associated with the entire creative potential, we all put together, creative potential will increase. We can do much more. Just imagine totality. How much more? One computer or one phone has limited memory, space, storage. And in that, how much data can be there? Only so much. Whatever, so many GB, so many TB, whatever it may be. But that much, there's a limit. But once it is connected to the internet, then there is no limit. Literally everything is there on your phone. But is it in your phone? No. Because it is connected to the totality. Similarly, individual intellect, the limited understanding, limited knowledge, limited ability, limited creation. Total, infinite understanding, infinite knowledge, infinite ability, infinite creation. The whole universe can be created. Total mind. So, I am already part of that total mind. My mind is a part of the total. But if it is connected, then what happens? Everything is available. So similarly, here also, Pinda Brahmandayoho Aikyam. So, like from the Sattvic and Rajasic aspects, the individual Sukshma Sharira is formed, like the Indriyas, Antakarana, etc. Same way, the totality also, all this is formed. Because Ishvara is seeing you. How is he seeing? From above, he is watching. So he, where? There is the camera. He is watching from there. This camera is also human-made eyes only. But how is he watching? Through all these pairs of eyes, he is watching. That is why he is called the one who has 1,000 eyes, one who has 1,000 hands, 1,000 heads, 1,000 legs. 1,000 means infinite. All beings' eyes are his being, his eyes. He is identified with the totality. So I am identified with only one pair of eyes, so I can see only this much. He is identified with all possible eyes, not just of human beings, every being. So he can have all vision. Do you know an ant's vision is unidimensional, you know that? An ant can see only single dimension, straight line. It cannot see even to a planar concept, it doesn't have a concept of a plane. It doesn't have a concept of two dimension, length and breadth. No, one line. Its vision is only one line. Its eyes are made like that. That is why you will see the ant will follow the next ant and only stay there. How much ever you try and blow it here and there, it will go back to that line only. That line. That line may not be straight, but it is only seeing that one line. It is not seeing anywhere. There is no concept of come, let's go together. Because I can't see this. I can see only this. So there's one going behind that. You won't see an army of ants watching, coming like this. Only movies you can see like this. Otherwise it will be like this only. Because you can't see. There is no concept of beside me. There is only front and back because one line. Unidimensional vision. Then some animals have two dimension. So they can conceptualize length and breadth, that is planes. But depth, they won't know. So they'll know the plane, but they won't know, they won't have the concept of depth. As soon as the third dimension comes, gone. They can't function. Eyes. We can see three dimensions. Length, breadth and depth also. Or height or whatever you call it. Three dimensions. So we can perceive. We can see there is depth, there is length, there is breadth. Simultaneously I can see. It will take three ants to see what we are seeing. One ant facing like this, one ant facing like this, one ant facing like this. Now all three together, their vision is my vision. Fascinating world. All these eyes are his eyes. He has unidimensional vision also and multidimensional vision also. This perspective also, that perspective also. A 360-degree perspective. This total mind. Call him Hiranyagarbha, call him Ishvara. This. So Pinda Brahmanda Yoho Aitya. So like in the individual Pinda, Sthula Sharira Abhimani Atma is called, what is it called? The one, that Atman identified with the Sthula Sharira is called Vishwa. Vishwa. Totality, Brahman identified with the full Sthula Jagat is called Virat. Same way, individual Sukshma Sharira Abhimani Atma is called Taijasa. In the totality, Sukshma Jagat, when Brahman identified with Sukshma Jagat, it becomes Hiranyagarbha. In same way, individuality identified with ignorance is called Prajna, Sushupti Avastha, Karana Sharira. One who is identified with Karana Sharira, that Atman is called Prajna, individual. In total, identified with Maya, individual it is Avidya. Totality, it is Maya. So the one with the reference of Maya is called Ishvara. The beauty is, when I am identified with just one, I am bound and limited by that one. But when I am identified with the totality, I govern the totality. I am the master of it. One makes me small. Totality, the expanse is different. And I am the master. That is why a jiva is under the influence of avidya, whereas Ishvara is the master of Maya. That's the difference. Both are individual and total levels, but there is a slight difference. So, evam pinda brahmandayoho aikyam bhavati, aikyam sambhutam. So, this individual and total both are similar. We should understand the creation, the total Jagat was formed. Means he's talking about Virat, Hiranyagarbha, etc. And here individual also is formed. It is a part of the total Jagat only. That is Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, etc. So where did this all come from? That one Brahman, which has Maya already included in it. Got it? Can Brahman live without Maya? Huh? Can Brahman exist without Maya? Can, but doesn't. Can Maya exist without Brahman? Cannot. That's the difference. Brahman is not dependent on Maya for its existence. But Maya is always there. But Maya is dependent on Brahma for its existence. Without Brahman, Maya cannot even exist. This has to be understood. Clear so far? So Brahmashraya Maya, from that all this. Abhinna nimittopadan karan. So whatever has been created, it is only a, what is it? It is a mere appearance, like a dream or the dance. Only one Satya is there. It is only appearing as all these things. Like that one king in the mirrored hall. Even in that mirrored hall example, there is a limitation. That there is a mirror other than the king. Here there is no mirror also. He has only become everything. Even if there is a mirror, he only has become that. There is nothing else. Now there is a question. If this is the case, then why should he do this? Why did God create this world? Why should he? Was he not happy sitting alone? Why should he do? And even after creating all this, he is alone only. Better sit alone only, no? Like that. Why do you want to create? The point is, if you have the ability to sing, sometime or the other you will sing, no? Sometimes if somebody asks, you will sing. Sometimes just like that, you are just like that, humming, singing. If nothing else, in the bathroom while taking bath, you will sing. Take the shower and singing. Ability is there, what to do, it will come out. Every time I don't plan. Every time it is not I will get a stage and there will be audience and there will be mic and I will say. No, not required. Sometimes just like that. I'm sitting. Sing. And that does not mean that I have to sing all the time. I mean, choose not to sing all the time. I don't sing. That possibility is there. It sometimes manifests, sometimes doesn't. There is no thumb rule for that. That if these conditions will happen, then it will manifest. And if this condition doesn't happen, it will not manifest. Nothing like that. There is no condition. I can do it, so I am doing it. Simple. I don't need anyone to tell me, or I don't need any specific condition to do. There is an interesting story in Panchatantra. One jackal wanted to eat cucumbers. I don't know why. That was not given in the story. But he wanted to eat. So he saw there was this farm, there were these creepers and had ripe cucumbers, juicy ones. His mouth started watering. He said, I want to eat. But then whenever you want to do something wrong, you always look for company. If it is a right thing, you will do it alone. But if it is wrong, you want company. That one more person should be there for moral support and later on for blaming. So he looked around. One donkey was just grazing there nearby. He said, "Hey donkey." Yeah. He didn't feel offended. He said, "Yeah, tell me." So he said, "Juicy cucumbers." So let's go and eat. Why? Farmer has opened the gates. He's letting everyone in. I called you only by donkey, not him. He's still sane. So, then how will we do? That is what I'm saying. We'll steal in the night. We'll steal. Steal? Night time. How will you do? Farmer is sleeping. And then we'll enter. But how will we enter? There's a fence. At one place is a weak place. I have already planned everything. You just come at night. No trouble, don't worry. Okay. Night, both of them entered. Donkey was excited. Eat quickly. Then we will go. Started eating. Slowly the moon rose. It was a full moon night. And full moon, Manaso Devata Chandana. As both of them were eating. Jackal finished. Small, little stomach. Let's go. Okay, sir. Okay. Ate a little. Full. Very happy. Okay. Let's go now quickly. We have to leave ration. Jackal. But my stomach is full. So there's a full moon in the sky. So such cool breeze is blowing. So I feel like singing. You think I can't sing? I can sing. It's just that others don't like to listen to it. But I can sing. Ability to sing is there. Sing bad, that's all. But ability is there. I want to sing. Jackal said, "This is not the right time. And not the right place. You want to sing immediately, fine. Out of the fence, okay. Not standing here, definitely not. But when you are full and fulfilled, and you see this beauty, that's when you feel inspired to sing." The jackal felt now nothing, no logic is going to work. He escaped. And here our singer. He started singing. And after that, what happened? But here the important point is, if I have the ability, it will manifest anytime, anywhere. Nobody can tell me that this is the time of manifestation. This time you should not do. Nothing will work. I have the ability to do it. Why did God create the world? Because He could. If God is there, why so much destruction? Because He can destroy. That's all. But our questions are also very convenient. Do we ever ask why is everyone happy? Why is everyone happy? Why am I happy since last so many days? God, explain. Why am I happy? Because I have not done anything to deserve this. Why am I happy? No, convenience based. God, why so much sorrow in this world? Bhagavān says, because I can give you. I give. It is possible. So it gets possible. That's all. There is no explanation, there is no theory. But still Bhagavan at times says that, I come at these times and all. But for creation he can't say, no, it is possible. Even with respect to dream, why can't you just sleep? Deep sleep is better, na? You get better rest. Why are you seeing dreams? You are very tired tonight. No dreams, okay? Sleep. Don't see dreams. Can I say? There is a possibility of dreaming. It will come. It manifests. Similarly, in Ishvara, there is a possibility of creation. It will be created. When? At will. Even saying at will is also incorrect. Because there is no will, there is nothing like, there is no desire to do anything. He is fulfilled, he is infinite. What more desire? But our Upanishads use these kind of words because they have to use words which we can understand. So they say, he was alone, nobody else was there. And suddenly he had this desire, let me become many. And then he became many. And then started playing with himself. And after some time he withdrew, only he remained. When we play video games, we do exactly this. And we can't order around. When will you play? Why did you become like this? No problem. I just feel like this one. Hello. You become something only, no? And after that, and you can choose. You can choose your background, you can choose your enemy, you can choose your own, you can choose your weapon, so many, everything you choose, you become everything. Done. After that, withdraw everything. Switch it off, put it aside, over. Ishvara has much more potential. All this thing happens. Now the next section, Shankaracharya ji is introducing us to the correct understanding of Ishvara and Jiva and whether they are different or same. Now before we get into it, let us quickly think independently. Is Ishvara and Jiva same or different? Same. See what? In essence, who is Ishvara? Without any reference? Brahman. Same way, without any reference, who is Jiva? Atman. And Brahman and Atman are one and the same. Right? So in essence, both are, but when the reference point comes, that's when they get these names. Reference point when it comes, then Ishvara associated with totality, Jiva associated with one individual limited instrument. So because of the instruments or because of the associations, there is difference. But in essence, one and the same. This instruments with which we associate, whether it is individual or total, that instrument is called Upadhi in Sanskrit. Upadhi. In English it is translated as limiting adjunct. That is more complicated than Upadhi. So better to say Upadhi. The instrument with which we are, the self or Brahman is associated. Upadhi. So based on the associations, there is difference. But irrespective of all associations, devoid of all associations, in essence, one. There is no two. Clear? स्थूल शरीराभिमानी जीवनामकं ब्रह्म प्रतिबिंबं भवति स एव जीवः प्रकृत्या स्वस्मात् ईश्वरं भिन्नत्वेन जानाति अविद्योपाधिः सन् आत्मा जीव इत्युच्यते मायोपाधिः सन् ईश्वर इत्युच्यते एवं उपाधिभेदात् जीवेश्वर भेद दृष्टिः यावत् पर्यन्तं तिष्ठति तावत् पर्यन्तं जन्म मरणादि रूप संसारो न निवर्तते तस्मात् कारणात् न जीवेश्वरयोः भेद बुद्धि स्वीकार्या स्थूल शरीराभिमानी जीवनामकम. This Atma स्थूल शरीराभिमानी. Now see, स्थूल शरीराभिमानी here means we should understand all three. So sharirabhimani. So this sharirabhimani Atma, whose name is Jiva, earlier also given the names Vishwa Tejas Prajna, is a Jiva only, the one who is identified with the individual instruments, whether causal or subtle or gross. This Sthula Sharirabhimani Jivanamakam Brahma Pratibimbam Bhavati is like the reflection of Brahman. How does this reflection, suddenly where this reflection came from? Sun in the sky, only one. So you have 10 buckets of water. The reflection of that sun falls into the bucket and suddenly the bucket seems to have light. That reflected sun seems to be illumining things in the bucket and also illumining something else on the other side. The sunlight is coming, falling in the bucket on an angle. On the other side, we find the light. In school and all, we used to do with the watch. You're sitting near the window, and when the teacher is teaching, teachers, who is that? Who is that? Who is doing this? It seems the watch has the light, but it is reflection. It seems as though it is something different. The reflection of the sun in the bucket seems to be something different. As though another sun has come inside. Hey, sun fallen inside. Gravitation of earth is greater than the sun. It has pulled the sun and brought into this bucket. And poor sun, so hot, it has fallen into water. What if it gets extinguished and no light? Throw it, throw. See, it went up again. I saved this universe. I threw the sun up, it's gone. Back to the sky. No applause. Nobody recognized such a great thing. Not for me, exactly. So, see, reflection, sometimes we see these kind of words in the scripture and say, oh, so I am reflection. Brahma is somewhere. I am reflection. What happened? Water is shaking. Well, if water shakes, then reflection also shakes. Oh, that's how they made break dance. Okay. Because water shakes break. Mystery solved after so many years. Now I know what it is. Reflection breaks into a dance. should only listen, don't visualize. Otherwise, this is what will happen. If you visualize, then it will continue. So this Jiva, actually, he is like that Brahman assumes some tiny form. It is not different, yet it looks different. It's not different. Seems as though it is a small part of Brahman. There is no part whole also. Because if there is part whole, then there are two. So there is no part whole relationship, there is no two, there is only one. That one only. Our scriptures give this beautiful example of fire. Wherever there is small, tiny particles of wood, you find there is a spark. But this spark fire and the main fire, is there any difference? Fire is one only. But wherever there is that speck of dust or that sawdust, there we find as though there is some separate fire. It is not separate, it is the one. Fire is one only. There cannot be many. But because that speck is flying apart from this, it seems as though it is different. It is not really different. So what is the difference because of? Because of that sawdust which is just flying in the air. Similarly here also, that pratibimba, that being like a reflection, different from it, like a part of it, all this is coming because of the adjunct, the upadhi. So here he's saying saeva jiva. Because of that, what happens? This jiva, what does he start thinking? That I am this body. And then what happens? Saeva jiva prakritya swasmat ishwaram bhinnatvena janati. He starts considering Ishvara to be different from himself. And Ishvara also, then this other jivas also, and the entire Jagat also is different from me. See, this conflagration that is there, it will not disown that small tiny spark and say that is different from me, because it knows it is all one and the same, there is no difference. But that tiny spark will say that I am different. Oh, that is, I want to reach there. Such big fire, I am tiny fire, I have to go. I do puja every day. One day I want to go and reach there. But who are you? You are also fire. No, that is fire. I am spark. But what is spark in essence? Is it not fire? Yeah, but I am tiny fire. That is big fire. But tiny fire, tiny is the dust, that sawdust which is burning. That is why it is tiny. It is not actually, fire is not big or small. It is the fuel that is big or small, because of which it appears big or small. But actually fire is one and the same. So what tiny, what big? Ishvara is all knowing. I know little only. Ishvara is all powerful. I have limited power. Ishvara is all pervading. I am only this much pervading. All this little whatever limitation we have, all this is based on the upadhi and not the self. Once this is understood, very easy. What is he saying? Avidyopadis san atma jiva ityuchyate. With avidya. What is avidya? Karan sharir. When we say karan sharir, means the other two are understood. So avidya upadhi, once that self is associated with avidya upadhi, became jiva. Maya upadhi, infinite potential, Ishvara. Mayopadhi san Ishvarityuchyate. Evam upadhi bhedat. What is the difference? The difference is in the instruments with which one has identified, not the one who is identified. In fact, in the jiva, there is identification. In Ishvara, there is only association, not even identification. There is only association. So, individual association, I become jiva. Total association, I become Ishvara. So, from the standpoint of the upadhi, there is difference. Evam upadhi bhedat Jiveshwarayoho Bheda Drishti. One starts thinking that Jiva and Ishvara are different. And this difference, this Bheda Drishti, this vision of difference, Yavat Paryantam Tishtati, as long as this vision of difference stays, Tavat Paryantam, so long, what will happen? Janma Maranadi Rupa Samsara Na Nivartate. This again and again being born, then dying, again being born, doing one action, reaping its fruit, again more actions, more fruit. All this cycle will not cease. It will not come to an end. It will keep on. Samsara means this cyclic existence. Going round and round and round. That's all. No forward march. Actually, I don't need to go anywhere, but I am going round and round. Till the time this Bheda Drishti is there, till such time, I have to go round and round. The Bheda Drishti goes, I am already there. I don't need to go anywhere. When we were studying one of very senior Swamijis, he gave this beautiful example. This is exactly what it is. There were few friends, 3-4 friends in some big city. One of the friends says that nobody at home, all of you come, let's have a party, watch movies. Okay. They all had a party late in the night, got drunk. Now the ones who had to go back home, they were careful because they had to drive back home. So they did not drink so much. But the one who was the host, he didn't have to drive anywhere. He said, "Lagao." He got totally drunk. Now when he got totally drunk, and then it was late in the night, the other friends started, saying, "Chalo, now it's time for us to leave. You also sleep, we will also go." So everyone started getting up and started moving. This person, the host, he said, "Where are you all going? Leaving me alone here. I also want to go home and I can't drive also now. You at least drop me home and go." You are already home. Don't give me philosophy. I know the difference between home and home. So please don't tell me. Drop me home and then go. Bhagavān, it's your home only. We have come, we have to go back. You just be here. You can't leave me alone and go. If you do this, I will not talk to you. Don't leave me alone. Take me with you. Take me. Now these friends looked at each other. So, understandable. Why? We have also gone through this. Today we are sober. Otherwise we are also like this one. Don't know what we must be talking. Poor thing, he doesn't know it is his own home. He thinks he is somewhere else. They put him in the car. Said, "Chalo, drive." Took pradakshina of his own home. 1, 2, 3, came back to the same place where they started. "See, your home has come." "Thank you. You were leaving me there and going. Now I have reached home. Thank you. You are really my friend. I will go and see you. Go. Thank you for dropping me home. Till the time I feel I am not home, I have to go round and round, birth to death, to birth to death, to birth to death. And then when the Guru tells, you have reached, oh, I have reached, and then I understood I never left the place. I was here only. तत्त्वादिभेदात् जीवेश्वरयोः भेददृष्टिः यावत्पर्यन्तं तिष्ठति तावत्पर्यन्तं जन्ममरणादिरूपसंसारः न निवर्तते. To keep going round and round. To reach where you started from. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.